Today I stop living a life of poor health. No longer will I bleed my personal power. I am committed to stepping outside the matrix, the mindless trance society has fallen into. I will create good habits, health-conscious practices, and connect the dots. I am ready to commit myself to bettering my mind, body, and spirit. I am the master of my fate, and I will protect my mind like a precious castle. I am ready to shred my old and make better my new. I am part of a purpose-driven community, this academy. We will work together as brothers and sisters to detox our lives so that we can then go pursue our individual happiness. A rebirth has just happened. Today I will start to relearn and rediscover what holistic health is and thus step towards the light, down the path of demonstrating my full human potential, bettering my body, business, relationships, and life. I will protect my mind, body, and spirit from those things which prey on good health, positivity, and ambition. I am shred-proof. Let the shredding begin. Welcome to episode 145. This is the first page in the School of S.H.R.E.D handbook that I give out to every student that signs up for the Online Health Academy. So kind of one of your initiations into the online program that I do. But anyway, welcome to the show. Today we're going to talk about morning mindset routine. I want to share with you guys some stuff that has really helped change my life as I adjust Instagram here. What's up, Instagram? Some things that I really feel have a lot of merit, and and it's weaponizing the morning to create a powerful day full of positivity and to achieve your goals, and basically reset your intentions every day when you wake up. And so we're going to talk about how you can develop a good morning routine for the mind, for your mindset, not necessarily for working out, more for creating the kind of life that you want, that you desire. I take my morning routine very seriously. I get up early. I'm the first one up in my household, and I do that for a reason. And I'm going to share, I got 8 tips here today that we're going to go into. Tools for developing bulletproof positivity. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. But welcome to the show, episode 145. We're here Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and iTunes. If you want to take the school on the go, you can go to Spotify and iTunes. That's the School of S.H.R.E.D. Boy, social media has just been a special kind of crazy lately, though, huh, folks? Boy, I keep saying we're live on Facebook, Instagram, so all this stuff. And I'm like, man, how much longer we got with these platforms? Man, this is crazy. We got it's a weird time right now. People are at each other's throats, but which is why we need to be talking about mindset right now. Visual and auditory diet. All right. So your eyes and your ears, that is a diet that you consume daily. And it would behoove you to take that very seriously and to not let fear make you a coward, to not let too much of that stuff in. I'm a big believer in that because it's very easy. We can't help but be swayed into negativity and fear and being reactive if we consume that. Nobody's that strong. Nobody can just watch, fear, fighting, all the stuff that's going on that you've seen a lot of on social media, injustice, all this kind of stuff, and not fall victim to it. So that's what I want to talk about today, is just this idea of when you wake up in the morning, reset your intention for the day. And I think, humans' greatest power is their mind. All right. And I don't think we capitalize on it nearly enough. And so we're going to talk about that. So to start this thing off, let's talk about brainwaves. That sounds like fun, right? Brainwaves. So you have 4 different dominant brainwaves, and this is going to relate to this morning routine here. By the way, we got some people throwing flex emojis, but if you don't know, you need to throw a flex emoji in the comments and interact with me a little bit here. But you have 4 different brainwaves, And let's go through them real quick. So you have beta. So beta brain waves are basically normal waking state. Normal waking state brain waves, like probably right now, unless you just got up. And then you have alpha. Alpha is like a relaxed light meditation, very creative. This is where you can learn. So, if you've ever been in a stressful situation, you can't learn. If your heart rate's up, you get stressed out, adrenaline's up. It's very hard to learn. Okay. I know this firsthand. I've had some funny experiences in my life where I was a little overzealous and I couldn't learn. And so learning how to calm down in stressful situations can help you learn. You're getting more into these alpha brain waves. So then you have theta. So theta is kind of this awake/dreamy type state. So that is light sleep, deep meditation. This is where, you have a very good recall, a very good command of your memory. And then this is also where fantasy is. So this is where you can do a lot of good visualizing and things like that. And then we have delta. So delta is going to be your deep sleep. This is dreamless sleep, no REM, REM, which is rapid eye movement, and you're unconscious. So you're not conscious when you're doing this. So the thing to note here is that when we wake up in the morning, and then right before you go to bed, this is another time for this, but when we wake up in the morning, we are transferring from theta brainwaves, okay, which is that light sleep, kind of that dreamlike state, which is the deep meditative type state. And we're transferring into alpha, which is the light meditative state where creative and learning can be done. Now, this has been written about for 100 years now, that this is the time to capitalize on training the subconscious mind. You have a conscious mind, which is a conscious thought. Like right now, if you think about wiggling your right toe, that's a conscious thought. And then in the background, you have these subconscious thoughts, which I find very fascinating, which are our belief system that we might not know. This is how we can lie to ourselves consciously, but subconsciously that information gets in. And so if we want to reprogram ourselves, we literally have to become somebody else. And the way that we do this is we train whatever we want in our lives. We got to train that when we're most susceptible to relearning and creating basically a new vision of how we want to be. So we want to capitalize on that. So when we wake up in the morning, we're in theta, and then we start to transfer into alpha, and then before you know it, you're in beta brain waves, which is basically fully awakened, and then you're attacking your day. So the morning is the best time to intentionally set your day. All right, to I don't even know the word I wrote here. It looks like slope, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I'm in theta brain waves when I make my show notes here. But it's a time to intentionally, reset your day, and getting up early with no distractions is imperative here. So I don't know what your morning routine is right now, but as we go through this today, what I'm encouraging you to do is, if you're not the first one up in your home and you don't have a good hour or at least a half hour to yourself in the morning where you don't have TV, you don't have your phone, any of that stuff, I recommend that you create that and try this for a month and see how it helps you. See how it helps your mental health, how it helps your spiritual health. If it does that, I guarantee it's going to help your physical health, because you're going to be inspired to go attack your workouts and your nutrition. So anyway, with that said, morning is the best time to intentionally shape your day, because you're in theta brainwaves, which is like a deep meditative state. You're already there. You don't have to really meditate anymore to get into that state. So that's why you can capitalize on this. And then you're in that alpha state. So tools for developing bulletproof positive mindset. So the first one is, when you wake up in the morning, quiet home, is visualizing. So see yourself as you want to be. See yourself in the kind of home that you want to be, the kind of career that you want, with the kind of body that you want. See yourself already in possession of this. Try to stay away from one day I will have this. This is what's been recommended for many, many years. This is a secret of the old OGs in like the early 1900s. They knew this, and then there's the new mindset coaches or self-help coaches are still teaching this stuff. It's been around though. It's been around, so there's merit to it. You can either choose to try it out or not. That's up to you. That's fine. I happen to be somebody who heavily believes in this stuff because it's worked for me every time I've done it, and and it's kind of fun. Why not, right? Why not? Because it only helps the mind in between the two ears. It makes your outlook on life a bit better. So visualize is number one. All right. So when you wake up in the morning, you're kind of in this deep meditative state, like I said. So you don't have to meditate to get your body into this very creative, pliable type state. I find that my mind is very pliable in the morning, especially at 5:30 when I wake up. And it's dark out, nobody's awake. What I do, I'm number 8 here is have calm sounds or music and headphones. The first thing that I do is I put headphones on, and I basically block a lot of kind of, some of the senses that you would be waking up to. So I get up in the morning, I put headphones on, I put either some type of soft music on or like a theta brain wave type meditation. And then I start to visualize. That's one of the main things I do right away because I know I'm already kind of in a dreamlike state. Start picturing. You can do a few things. You can picture, how do you want your life to be just right now as is, and kind of take that time barrier out, or you can picture how you want your day to go. One of the things that really got me into meditation and believing in it was within meditation. What I started doing was seeing my day going well before I did it. So I'd wake up in the morning, I would meditate, and I would picture, for 10 minutes, I'd picture going to work, going to the gym, opening doors for people smiling, good, positive, conversations all day long. And then lo and behold, I'd be damned if it didn't happen every time I was doing that. So it's really a great thing. You kind of set yourself up for success when you do this visualizing and see yourself as is. So like I said, you could see yourself in possession of the goals that you have already. All right. That's stolen from Napoleon Hill. All right. The guy who wrote Think and Grow Rich in the early 1900s. And a lot of these other guys like Earl Nightingale. And there's a bunch of these guys that are really powerful writers. But see yourself already in possession of your goals. Think about what you want, visualize it, and try to evoke as much emotion as you can into that. Don't just like read off of a card. You want to be emotionally involved with these goals that you have or this life that you want. And then the next thing that I have here, number 2, is to do a gratitude journal. So gratitude is one of those things that is like the antidote to depression and feeling like there's a lack in your life, especially right now. If you're hurting financially, if you're hurting spiritually, if you are just feeling melancholy and blue, write out a list of 10 things that you're thankful for, that you're grateful for. It could be simple. It could be the fact that you have a left foot, you have a right foot, you have 10 fingers. It sounds like it's a joke, but it's really not, because if you think about it, there's people out there that don't. And so you are already living in abundance. You just have to become aware of it. Our brain does a really good job of, it's a filter. We have a filter going on all the time. So we're not like, I'm not focused on everything that's going on in this room right now. I'm focused on what I'm trying to talk about. And that filter sometimes can have you filtering out the good that you have in your life and focusing on the bad. And that's really all this stuff is in the morning is a great time to reset this abundance type mindset, not this fear and scarcity type mindset that is being pumped down your throat right now. And that's why I am here, because I'm trying to help you with gratitude, positivity, and seeing the light at the end of this tunnel that we're all in. So gratitude journaling is great, specifically written words. So writing things down. The book that I read out of, there's all sorts of good stuff there. If you ever become a student at School of S.H.R.E.D, you'll have that laid out for you. But gratitude journaling is great. Like I said, if you are, you wake up in the morning, write down 10 things that you're thankful for. Could be your dog, could be your health, could be that you have, power right now. It could be that you got food on the table. No matter how deep down in the hole you are, there's always something to be thankful for, right? Because at the end of the day, you could be thankful that you can actually think and you have thoughts and you're conscious. So there's always something to be thankful for. And so write those things down. It just helps you get in touch with that you got it pretty good. And the third thing is write affirmations. So affirmations are a little different than just gratitude. So affirmations could be, I am so happy and grateful now that I have this, or I am so happy and grateful now that my business is successful. I am so happy and grateful now that I am financially free. Doing this once, probably won't work. You want to do this over and over and over. But these affirmations, they start to create a new belief pattern. This is one of the things that I do with students at the Online Health Academy, and it's actually proven to be really cool. It's taken a big risk for me because I'm typically a trainer who is a very objective type trainer, where in the gym, when I have clients, I'm focused on, the mechanics and the physics of exercise. But I went on a limb on this one, making people write down their affirmations and share them in class. And it's actually proven to be really, really cool. And people have enjoyed it. And it's amazing the goal retention that people are getting now when they write affirmations. And what this is again, when you write affirmations and you read them in the morning, or you write them down in the morning, you are training your subconscious. You can slip those thoughts through. So if you're not a confident person, if you don't feel like you're confident, maybe you feel like you have social anxiety, or anything along those lines, you're an anxious person, you just write down, I am patient, and I do not struggle with anxiety, or whatever it is, this new belief pattern, and you just write that out daily. And basically fake it till you make it. But what you're doing is you're feeding your subconscious mind these new belief patterns, these new thoughts about yourself. Because I am are the two most important words that you have. I am. They can either build you or they can break you. So when you're writing, I am so happy and grateful for my life. I am so happy and grateful for my health. I am a magnet of health, wealth, and abundance. Stuff like that. You do that every single day. And that can really help shape your morning mindset, right? And create a better day and a positive mindset for you. So then when you get out into this world, by noon, and, it's all bombs going off and people fighting all over the place and everybody's just at odds with each other, you can be calm and patient and relaxed, how we should be. And you're in control again of your mind. So the next thing is number 4, which is meditate. So you meditate right in the morning when you get up. This is kind of like visualizing. Put your headphones on. You can get a good app like the Calm app. Sit down, do a free, 10-minute guided meditation, or look on YouTube or something like that. There's all sorts of meditations out there. Just focus on nasal breathing through your belly, calming the mind. There's 2 ways that you can meditate. Number 1 is you can do a visualization meditation, or number 2 is you could block thoughts, to where you're trying to sit in the stillness for 10 minutes. This is also a really good one, especially if you have a racing mind, you struggle with anxiety. Trying to learn how to watch your thoughts like clouds just pass by and not actually allow them to distract you constantly. It helps you become less reactive. Again, not that thoughts are not good, but when we are not conscious of our thoughts and they're just racing all the time, that's not a good thing. We want to be in control of most of our thoughts. So, and this is a huge practice. It's not, it doesn't happen overnight. That's why I said, do this stuff for 30 days, and then, kind of make notes of it. So I recommend everybody gets some type of a journal and starts doing the stuff that I'm listing out here. Number 5 is read something inspiring right in the morning. So I love reading in the morning, specifically something about mindset. There's so many good books out there. I've talked about this before. I love reading. I'm a big reader. You can start with like Dale Carnegie or Earl Nightingale or Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, all these guys. There's so many good books out there that feed the mind and feed the soul. And reading those in the morning can help set you up for the day. And it just builds this big tidal wave of positivity in your morning, which even if the day goes to hell in a handbasket, you tend to be able to recover really quickly if you start the day off right. It's like what I learned in this this course that I did was talking about conversations. And conversations, if they start off hostile, they usually end hostile. If they start off peaceful, they usually end peaceful, no matter what's talked about. And so your day is kind of like that. If you start off peaceful and you start off positive, a lot of times, no matter what happens, even if you get to a reactive state, because you're human, I'm human, we all are going to have bad days, but you tend to be able to recover quicker if your foundation is positivity. And that is something I'm positive is good for people, is to be positive and happy and have a good outlook on life, because we have it very good. The next thing, so reading something inspiring, but you can also learn something if you want to as well. So sometimes I knock out a chapter from a book that's pertains to health and fitness. I might, do a chapter out of a new course that I'm doing, a new personal training course. So it's either a mindset thing or kind of developing my craft. In the School of S.H.R.E.D, we call this nurture. It's a point system, so you get a point for nurturing your brain in the morning, learning something new while you're pliable. Like I said, the alpha and the theta brain waves, this is where you can learn and you're creative, you're relaxed, so you actually have a better chance of learning and feeding the subconscious that way as well. So the next thing is number 6, which is organize your day. So this helps kind of declutter the mind right in the morning. So organize your day, write out your to-do list. What's your must-dos for that day? That way you don't have to think and then react, right? If you forget, I got to take the cat to the, to his daycare or whatever it is. You got to take your cat to the vet, and you forget about it. Like, oh man, it's noon. You want to go over your whole day, and that way you can execute the day as opposed to just scrambling. So this can definitely help, especially people who have racing minds, who get a lot done, who are hard workers. They might struggle with anxiety because things are going so fast. If you write out what you got to do, your must-dos for that day, can help you really focus on what's most important today. You can triage, which is something that is important. This idea of triaging, what's most important right now. The next thing is move your body. So move your body. So short walks are fantastic. So short walks get the body going, especially if you're outside, oxygenate the body right as the sun comes up is like the perfect time to balance your circadian rhythm out. Get outside, stretch your body. If you're sore from the workout the day before, this is a great time to get the body loose. Again, a good nasal breathing. You can practice all sorts of breathing techniques on a walk to wake the body up, to charge it. You could either wake the body up and charge it with something like fire breathing, or you can, keep yourself calm and do deep belly breathing through the nose. I do all sorts of cool breathing techniques when I'm on my walks in the morning. It wakes me up. It gets my mind right. And then you could also couple this with like a good positive audio book from number 5 here, which is read something inspiring. So you can listen to something inspiring and go on a walk in the morning. Great opportunity to set your day up. And, if you don't want to do the walk, go for a workout. So, maybe in your house, do a body weight workout, or if you have weights, do a weight workout. As gyms open back up, go ahead and, get your workout in early if you can. Wake the body up. So a lot of this stuff is helping the mind, but so these workouts do as well. It moves the body. It gets the blood going. It gets oxygen to the body, and it just feels good. There's endorphins released with exercise. I'm sure you know that already. And one of the most powerful tools we have for mental health is exercise. So that's number 7. And then the last one that I had was what I've already talked about, which is just popping headphones on in the morning, doing some type of sensory deprivation where you have headphones and you throw on some good music that might have some spacey sounds, or maybe you listen to some type of instrumental jazz. That's what I like to do. You figure out your thing. But I like to do soft music in the morning. I'm a big rock and roll fan, but I usually don't do that right in the morning. That's for the middle of the day when I'm in the beta brain waves and wanting to play guitar and all that. But this is great. If I was to explain my morning routine again, what I do is I wake up, I do tongue scraping. If you've ever heard of that, it's Ayurvedic medicine type routine. And then I get a cup of coffee. I sit down. I write out affirmations. I visualize. I have headphones on the entire time I'm doing this. I'm listening to something. Sometimes I listen to a guided meditation. Sometimes I listen to something positive, some type of a speech or something like that. Or sometimes I just have music on. I do my show notes for this show. I kind of figure out what I want to talk about. It naturally kind of comes to me in the mornings. And then, I go through what I call the daily grind in the student handbook, which is you do something, a gratitude message. You do something for your relationship. So for your significant other, you do a inner self work, which is going to be like a meditation. Then you do N is nurture, and then D is for develop the body. So I run through all of those guys, and then I'm basically prepped. And then from there, I might learn something new about something that I enjoy. So it could be my craft with health and fitness. It could be something about one of my hobbies. And then I usually go for a walk. So like the first hour and a half of my day, I'm reading, I'm doing the gratitude thing. I'm sitting around, I'm having a cup of coffee, but then about 7 in the morning, I'm out the door and I'm walking. I go walk for about 75 to 90 minutes. And on that walk, I listen to something positive, inspiring. So I do, I take it very serious. I do several hours in the morning of this. So listening to something positive, just charging myself up and training my mind. We train our bodies, but one of the epiphanies that I've come to is that, I've never tried to train my mind as hard as my body for most of my adult years when I was into fitness. So that's kind of my new trip. So, and I enjoy it. I have a great time. I get back, I feel charged up. I'm back in my house by 8:30, and then I'm getting ready for this show. So that's my morning routine. I'll run these down again. So if you need to hear these one more time, number 1 was visualize right when you wake up in the morning. So visualize the life you want, the person you want to be. Number 2 is do a gratitude journal. You can write down 10 things you're grateful for. Number 3 is write affirmations. So things that you believe about yourself or things you want to come true. So changing your belief patterns. Number 4 is meditate for 10 minutes. Number 5 is read something inspiring or learn something new about something you're passionate about. Number 6 was organize and do a to-do list for your day. So you declutter your mind right in the morning. And then number 7 was move your body, go for a short walk or a workout. So you can do one of these, all of these, whatever. But these are just tools that I've found that develop a bulletproof positive mindset. And our mind is the most precious asset we have other than time. And we need to learn how to train it, I think. A lot of us, we have this vast potential that we can only demonstrate if we control our thoughts and control our thinking and shape our attitude, and we want to be positive. So that's morning mindset routine. That's episode 145. With that, I want you to stay strong and healthy in body, stay relentless and energized in spirit, and stay determined in your pursuits today, school. Until next time, go shred the day and get better in every way. Class is dismissed. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Peace.